Split Fiction. As someone who had played It Takes Two before, I was expecting this game to be more of the same, but in a very good way, as that game was amazing. But in my opinion, Hazelight Studios were still able to succeed themselves and iterate and improve on their base concept even more than they had before. Firstly, I want to get one thing out of the way that you have probably heard about this game before, and that is the story not being the best. Although I'd say it's not anything special, I think it's a perfect little story to tie into the concept, and the concept really carries it throughout, with the story being very serviceable. But of course, we need to move on to the game's concept and the direction it takes with it, which is what everyone comes to the game for. The idea of playing with a friend in a need-to co-op game is always a joy. I love playing games with people I love, and I got to do just that with this game for a whole 13 hours. And it was a blast. Things are always at least 1.5 times more fun with a friend, and I'd say because of this game's use of mechanics and iteration throughout, it's so much fun to play with somebody. It can really be a test to a relationship between people, due to so much cooperation needing to be involved. And luckily, I think that me and my partner I played with passed with flying colors. At least I think so.
Yeah, it's finally done.
No. This game's worlds are a real seller of the game as well, and they really knock it out of the park with the different types of fantasy and sci-fi worlds you go from. You go from places like Cyberpunk City, which if you know me, you know I love, to an orc town, to a spaceship, to a fantastical fairy forest. And don't even get me started on the amazing creativity of the side story worlds. They were probably some of my favorite parts of the game, and they were optional. That should really tell you about the overall experience and quality of the game. And of course, we can't forget about the gameplay itself. The thing that makes these Hazelight Studio games so good is that they aren't just serviceable games you can play with a friend. These are legitimately great 3D platformers and amazing fun. So many different mechanics are introduced throughout. Whatever they're drinking over there at Hazelight is something really special. Being able to experience these set pieces, mechanics, and gameplay moments not only by yourself, but with a friend is truly something to be marveled. I have so much fun with these games, and I think I could confidently say that Hazelight is one of my favorite studios working in the games industry right now. Overall, great game, and if you even have a single friend, it's a must play. 10 out of 10.